G'day guys, how we going? Oi, oh, como está cá? That means hello. How's everyone going? Well, it's Tuesday, the whatever of January, I don't know, 26 I think. Just after 5. It's been a pretty good day. Needing electrolyte. It's been that sort of day, guys. So we haven't been able to quite put away that pallet yet, but it's going to need putting away. We've got our rags back. We've got grease. Bugles are selling faster than, well, they're going quick. Those, me good old mates are going down. And I want to say, I got a new subscriber, so make sure hit the like, subscribe and share, especially subscribe and definitely like. It helps the channel. And I want to say hello to my new friend and new subscriber, Mylene. And Mylene has a channel in the Philippines. And sorry, Mylene, I'm probably going to get it wrong. Philippine with expat or something like that. Sorry, Mylene, I will get your channel right and I'll redo it on here. But hi, Mylene, and to Mylene's husband, hi, how are you going? They're on a beautiful cruise ship at the moment, her and her husband, traveling around the Philippines, and she's a vlogger. She's a good vlogger. She's the same editing app that I do, which is CapCut. I don't know what sort of apps people use, but I use CapCut because I find it's the easiest, and you can add things, but I try to do it on my phone. I've downloaded on my computer, the desktop, but I find it's not quite the same as using the phone. I don't know why. It's probably me doing something wrong. But anyway, hello Mylene. So welcome to the channel. So in case for anyone that's new to the channel that's just subscribed, I'm Glenn. And I have my own fastening, construction, engineering, hardware retail trade shop. And I sell nuts and bolts and cutting discs, wire wheels, all sorts of jazz. And I've imported some of my own brands as well, which are over here. So those are cutting discs. There's more of them there. Wire wheels. And then I have more cutting discs there, drill sets down the bottom. I have a lot of stuff here, guys. All that sort of stuff. So I import nuts and bolts and hammers, all sorts of things. And this is what I do for a living, and this is like my toy shop. I have a lot of fun. I meet a lot of great people. Made a lot of great friends. And I do a few silly things, big kid. And then I've got these here that I bring in as well, guys. These are called self-drillers. They're stainless steel. They're made out of what you call a 410 stainless steel. They're a self-driller. So that there is like those nipples you see is like a drill point on them, those nips. And what you do is you get a drill, put it against your sheet metal and drives it straight through. Self-driller. So we've got those. We've got another 50,000 of another size arriving early next week. So we'll unload those. Not a very big shipment, it's just 50,000 screws. And then we've got 5 tons of damp-proof course arriving in about 3 weeks, maybe sooner. And we'll show you all that. So today I've just been going with the flow, just cruising with it. And then we've got all our wonderful tape here. We sold another carton of it today. So I've restocked it. So we've got all that there. And then we've got all our oils here. So there's all of our oils. More there. Some of our rivet cases we did. So we have a variety of assorted fastening kits, guys, and I make those all up in-house. 95% of that is imported stock from overseas. which drives the price down, so you get more for less, more bang for your buck. So in other words, more dollars in your pocket and more product in your wagon. So that's what we do there. So yeah, I thought I'd better check in, see how everyone's going. Hopefully everyone's been good, but yeah, definitely hit that subscribe, like and share. And anybody can see, yes, I have a bit of a grey eyebrow on my chin. I haven't had a goatee for, wow, quite a lot of years. Never used to be like that, but I just got lazy. It's a quick, easy way to sort of get your day started without having to have a full-on shave every day. So let's have a look here, guys. We've got our CRC arriving next week, I think it is. And got more of our famous rivet kits there. So those are quite popular actually, because you have a good assortment of them. And where you're going to get that for about, I think that's, how much was that, guys? I better look at it. Don't want to give you the wrong price. $70. It's quite a number of rivets in that. Oh, and we just had a very good customer come to us this afternoon, and he's just bought 20,000 wood screws. So we'll be pulling that one out tomorrow and putting that onto a small pallet and sending that out. So that'll go out the door. And here's the famous bugle screws that I bring in. Those. That there's a little drill point, got your, your ribs, your T-ribs on there, the nibs on the thread. That's what helps it drill through and guide itself through the timber. And then the ribs, once the ribs lock in, it stops it, prevents it from turning back on itself so it won't pull out. So it definitely locks it in there. So we have quite a few bits and bobs in here now, guys. It's actually getting a little full at the end. And the only thing we're missing is we are missing our blue temporary marking paint. I'll have to chase that up tomorrow. I ordered that Wednesday of last week, I think. So quite unusual that that hasn't been delivered yet. That's all right. I'll look into that one more tomorrow. And we've got another order from one of our very good clients. Bought a stack of H-Packers. And H-Packers are all these little things here that we bring in. All those guys, those are all H-Packers. And we actually sold a few packs of those today to Darren. So for those of you who don't know what H-Packers are, they're called H-Packers because they look like the letter H. And they're a packer. They're used for packing things out. And they come in a variety of different thicknesses. 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter, 10 millimeter. So basically, if something's not quite true to form, to level, or out 5 mil, you slip a 5 mil under it. Builders, tilers, glazers, everybody uses them. Like, you can still get some builders who just like whip off a bit of timber, you know, like a little shim. But those there, high density polypropylene UV resistant plastic shims, they're not going to rot out on you. Whereas timber, you might think it's treated, the moment you cut it, you're exposing it. And it will rot out over a period of time should moisture or water get to it. So that's what those are. And we're bringing those in by the ton. So that's I think that's my third shipment in less than, crikey, 6 months. They go fast because they go out in huge numbers. That's why, and because of the price. Not going to get 10 mil H-Packers, 100 piece pack for $29.95 plus GST. You'd be very hard pressed to find that from somebody, and at your local hardware outlets, $80 to $100. Try and find a supplier that's selling that at $29. You will be very, very hard pressed. I'd be very surprised if you did, because you won't. But, well, maybe you do. I could stand corrected, but that's what we retail. Well, wholesale them out to everybody. I don't call it a retail because it's bloody wholesale. So yeah, I've got your balancing on there. I've ordered myself a new phone case that should be arriving from Amazon. Amazon's your friend. Now, I am going to have one more beer, and you know what? My computer's still on, so I'm going to bring up YouTube, and I'm going to find Mylene's YouTube account and give you the correct name. I'm sorry, Mylene, if I have your name wrong. Please forgive me. Gosh, that tastes so good, guys. Summit with lime. It's a good drop. Refreshing. And the bin that goes. Going for a walk, people. Look at all the bolts. Look at them all. And today I had a good old mate ring me. Haven't heard from that boy in ages. And he had a little look at me channel with Tony. Mark, I've known for a very, very long time. I like Mark, straight shooter, won't beat around the bush. That's what I like. But he's been in the industry for a very, very long time. I actually get on very well with Mark. It's quite interesting. Go back a few years, Marky. But Mark's a nice guy. And he'll probably see this because I know he spies my channel. Hey, probably trying to steal my bloody product, Mark. Stop it, Mark. Let's have a look here. Where are we? We're going to go show more. And we're going to find her channel. Emily, no. Don't worry, I'm going to find your channel. Impact. Sunshine. It's like expat something. Let's go. Mylene. Oh, hang on. I know I can find it. There. Let's find it this way. Mylene. Here we go. I am Mylena from Filipino with an expat. I knew that one. Let's go to her channel. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Mylena. I found your channel. Her channel is called Filipino Life with an Expat. So if you haven't seen it, jump over to her channel, subscribe. It's a good channel. And hey, look, if you like me and you like the Philippines and the people, the culture and the food, everything about it, Filipinos, like, it's a beautiful country. It's just a beautiful country. I really do like it. So, you know, I watch quite a number of vloggers over there. Like, I watch Tom and Lay, and that's just one of them. I watch Shaky, and he's married to a Filipino. They've got a beautiful house they've just built with an in-ground pool. So cheap. And they also are building a small store out the front of their property. Looks pretty cool. Have food, beer, da-da-da. So that's what they do. Then I also watch James and Karen's Adventures. That's a great channel. I watch Backwoods Expatriate, and that's a good channel. Him and his wife are lovely people. And I was watching, get ready for it, guys, Pro-Life Traveler. A lot of controversy around that guy. Sim Ruzipu, Sim like SIM card. Sim has been arrested in the Philippines, in Dalmagiti, and Dalmagiti Negros, is that how I say it? Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong. And he was going around blogging, and his channel really skyrocketed, became very popular. He's making a lot of money, but he was doing some inappropriate things with the filming. And I always thought that was a little disrespectful to the people, the way that he conducted himself, and with some of the videos with the girls. Some of you might be saying, but why were you watching it? It draws you in. It does, but I didn't agree with those things. But I thought overall he actually had an alright channel. It was just those things. He's got a wife and a son, and I feel sorry for them because they're left to deal with the aftermath, because he's in a prison waiting to be presented before court with more charges apparently, and I believe one of the charges could be voyeurism, which is where he's been filming the girls. But then on the other side of it, I liked what he did, showing you around the provinces and stuff, and I do like that, because I'm very intrigued with the Philippines. I think the beaches are beautiful, the people are amazing, the food just looks, wow, man, so good, so next level, the food's amazing, and so cheap and stuff. But he did do some good, you know, and you got to point out the good, even though you've got the bad. And the good was, he did give a lot to people, and there'll be other people that, you know, say contrary to that, but I do like the fact of, you know, giving, because even with my business, I give a little bit to get a little bit. I don't always just take the money. I get people in and I'm like, that's okay. You know, it helps them out, and it brings a little thing called goodwill and good karma, and I'm a big believer in that. It goes a long way. Trust me, it really does. I think it does. And I live by that motto. So I felt for him in that, you know, in that sense. Some things, yeah. But like other bloggers been saying, they had another guy, Vitality, from Russia, and that joker was a little out the gate. The antics that he got up to and things he did, like just stealing a cop's fucking motorbike or something, and he took a motorbike with a side carrier, crashed it, and da-da-da, you know, it's just, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. And yeah, you might think it's a joke, and yeah, people tune in, yeah, they would. But you're in a country, you have to respect their rules and their culture, man. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say then. I feel sorry for Jolena and the baby, because Sim does have a wife, supposedly married, but he does have a partner if he isn't married, and their young baby. And the sad thing is, it's like they had a nice big house they were staying in. They were getting food deliveries every night. He was the breadwinner. It's like, what is being left for her? What's going to, or who's going to pay those bills? Who's going to pay that rent? Who's going to pay that power? Who's going to pay for that water? Who's going to mow those lawns? Who's going to provide food? Who's going to take her and her baby to the doctors or appointments when they need to? So I look at that side and think, that's pretty sad. So that's enough of that. But yeah, getting back to the Philippines, I really do like it. It's a beautiful country. One day I hope to get there to see it. So I've got a few subscribers from the Philippines, so hi-oh to everybody. Got this here. So this is pretty much what I do at the end of the day, guys. Get my FPOS machine, turn them on, do the settlement, settle, and then print it. Like to always have a hard copy. Print. Not too bad. That's it. Zero it off for the day. Ready for the next day. Then I just come to the computer and we just like close that. That there. Close that one. Don't need to print that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Shut down. Shut down. That's that one, guys. That was purchase. That's the settlement figures. That one there. So always keep that there. So yeah. So tomorrow we're going to have a bit of a full-on day, I think, because we've had a few orders come through today. So there's quite a few things to do tomorrow. We should be receiving a whole heap of bolts tomorrow. Hopefully that arrives in the early to late AM. Bit of a downer if it arrives in the late PM. Then I'll be here on my own. I'll have to do it. So yeah. And then we've got all our door hardware down there, guys. And what you see behind me, all those hammers hanging up are mine. I bring in. A lot of that stuff is mine that you see back there that I bring in. And that's how I made a wholesale. It being a small business, I feel it's quite vital, especially in today's economy, to make things as cost effective as possible for people and stuff, because globally the world is like fucking mental. Sorry about the blasphemy. It's a little crazy. Oh no, tell you what, there's another old fella in the Philippines I've started watching. I haven't subscribed and I must subscribe. I don't know what part of the Philippines he's in, but he's a British expat, and he's married to a Filipina. Now they've got a nice house they've had built as well, and like honestly, guys, $80,000 to $100,000 is going to get you a damn fine house. And he's quite informative. Coconut trees are quite precious over in the Philippines. You can't just cut them down, especially if they're on someone's land. And he's talking about his wife's land and that and relatives. But what I like about him is he obviously gets on with family, and it's true. Like, family is family, man. There's no two ways about that. Thick or thin, family is family. And Filipinas, they live by that rule, and that's something to be admired. It really is. Well, anyway, she's her family, some of her family are about to become homeless, and this British expat, he's got an alright property. They could live on his property, but they still want their privacy. And he's looking at a piece of land that he can purchase in his wife's name, because as a foreigner, you cannot purchase land. You could put a business on some land, but you would never fully outright own the land. I could stand corrected, but I don't think I'm wrong on that one. You would own it, but I think there's a percentage of what you would own of that land. But as a foreigner, typically you can't buy land. You could lease it, or you could buy a condo. That's different. But he's thinking about buying a block of land about 400 metres down the road, and he's thinking about letting them build on it, or whether he builds it on himself. Now, his name's Stephen. I'm going to message Stephen tonight, and I tell him that I've mentioned him on my YouTube channel. I'll put my details in there for him. But he's a nice old boy, and he, like I said, he loves the Philippines. He's been there for years, and he don't want to be anywhere else, and he certainly don't want to go back to the UK. So yeah, he's quite content where he is. So one day, guys, I'm going to it is on my bucket list to get to the Philippines. I would like to see it and see through the provinces. I've got a mate, Oscar. He's Philippine. And I like Oscar. Oscar's a really, really nice guy. He's very humble. He's a good family man. Oscar's a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. So big shout out to Oscar. So I'm just going to have a few more zips of this, guys. Then I have to get my A into B, and I've got to go over to New World. The update on my Nissan Navara is it got hit. Thought I knew who might have done it. If I ever find out, then I'll have to have words with that individual, because they did a run-up. But all the insurance has gone through, smooth sailing, was booked in for the 2nd. The parts had to be ordered in for it, because it's a new bumper, new nudge bar, respraying the guards, blah, blah, blah. It's about $3 grand damage. So it's now being postponed till the 9th because the parts, been a little delay with the parts. The guy that's doing it, fantastic dude, man, fantastic dude. Of course he's fantastic dude. His name's Glenn too, with 2 N's. Got to be a freaking good guy, man. So my vehicle will be repaired on the 2nd. I went and invested in a Pioneer front and rear dash cam because it's not the first time my truck's been hit. So moving forward, should there be further incidents with my truck, because it keeps coming on me, losing my no claims bonus, deflating, my premium going up, which is my excess, I will take that footage and be able to send it straight to the insurance company and then straight to the police. And I'll tell the police that's called hit and run, Straub, in my little book. So it was disappointing because whoever it was should have come and seen me. They should have had some balls and come and saw me. It wouldn't have been bad. But if I do find out who I think it is, then I will be having words, because it pisses me off. So yeah, guys, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and share. So until the next one, peace out. Everybody have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next run.